Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Tracie Mahan, and in this little clip of the channeled Ascension Activation Session, I have client and healer Bene, who is talking to a Galactic Council as we are both trying to figure out why, before I even go into the channel, am I seeing a conference room filling up with Galactic Council beings. So come take a listen and see what it is that Bene has to say to the councils. So what they're kind of showing me right now is we've got a couple of councils that are standing up close here, but there's one feminine energy, and it's ET. It's white in color. It's very tall and elongated, like long arms, a narrow body. Kind of has that ET-ish looking head, you know, like the egg shape-ish kind of oval with the narrow chin, and the elongated skull, but very pale in color, very dark, almond-like eyes. Beautiful feminine energy, but it's weird. She's standing, it's like if you were in a large room, she's standing at the back of the room.
Okay.
But yet she stands out more than any of these others do. So I don't know. It's almost like somebody's got a spotlight on her. I'm not sure. Hopefully we figure out why that's happening. I literally feel like I'm in a conference room or something right now, and we've got groups sitting here, and then she stands at the back, and she's got like this beautiful flowy gown with gold inlays on it, a pattern in gold. There's almost like a belt or something around the waist, and she's very tall. I have a feeling you already talked to this one quite a bit.
Okay.
Do you tell me about the guides that you know about?
Well, the thing is that I don't know. I don't know them. I feel them, but I don't know. I feel when the energy changes, when it's the same, but I don't know who they are. They presented themselves to me with human-like images at the beginning. I think for me not to be afraid or anything, but I don't know them.
Do you have one that feels very feminine? Well, you're going to start paying attention to that is what's going to happen, because this one is very feminine, very nurturing, very, very loving. It's really hard for me to pull my attention off of her. She's very captivating, and I just kind of want her to come over here and talk. Maybe she will. So
yeah, I feel they want to do something with me because they are moving my head and like they are preparing themselves to talk. So I don't know.
Well, all right. Can we move back to Daniel, and then maybe she'll come in later? I am having the weirdest experience. Like I am literally up on a platform on a stage with all of these councils sitting in front of me, and it's like, what the heck? Why are we in this? And I feel like there's 3 Octurians in Daniel, and he's always by my right side, and he'll move in here when he's ready. And it's like we're up on this little platform, and they're like this little council waiting to speak, or forum or something. So I don't know what we're doing here. I haven't had this one happen yet, so this is new.
I feel very emotional, so I don't know, but it makes me emotional.
Okay.
I was a bit anxious before the session, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel better now, or are you just now you're anxious and emotional?
A bit of both.
It's like I'm just sitting here going, okay, what are we gonna do here? Oh my God. So we consider their language light language. They consider ours light language. And so
Oh,
Daniel's saying, oh, they're just enjoying your light language.
that's so funny.
Where's this conference room? Are we at the Sheraton? Where are we at?
Is it a ship?
I mean, that would be logical, right?
Yeah.
They're making it in my head. They're making it look like a hotel conference room. I'm not kidding you. You know,
Oh,
the metal chairs with the cushioned seats and the, you know, podium, oddly decorated walls, very, you know, generic-y colors and whatever. It just really looks like one of those hotel conference rooms. Just like, why are we in this? So you're probably right. It's probably a ship, and they just have a hologram of this conference room, but I don't know why. So who are you? What are we about to do here? Are you gonna give a speech? Maybe you are. Let's let that happen.
oh.
Okay. They're all gathering. You got a few different collectives going on here, so and possibly the room is filling in. I'm not sure. Okay. Daniel, get over here and help us out. He's having a lot of fun watching me try to figure this out as what's happening. Okay, I will come in now. I will quit messing with you.
Oh.
And I will let you get started on your journey today as we are going to speak to the collectives as well as we are speaking to you in this regard, as you will be working directly with this group of beings that is before us.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to initiate you into that as you consciously are not aware of these groups. However, you have been working with them. And as you are also very connected to the one that stands in the back of the room, this is just as Tracie described her. She is like a mother figure for you, and you are very connected to her from the life that you had with her in that realm. And so that will be one that comes forward for you today.
Okay.
Cool. She the tibekian the chikia the ti sama we would like to ask permission to bring in an activation for you, as they have actually already started, and we would like to just make sure that is okay with you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
They are bringing symbols into the power chakra, the heart chakra, the throat, and the third eye. Se ma'a sa'a ki on to tapa ati ki ma'a e asaba anda tiku kwanda te pechke unto te chiketa ko to chikata te ba'ata ti ata te chike unto te anda te pe ashme e o sai ma anta ashki onda te anda. We are curious. Were you told to make this appointment sooner than you did?
Yeah. I wanted to do so at the end of June, beginning of July, but I was waiting for the money.
They are saying the money was waiting for you. The money was waiting for you to shift and to believe it was there. But we are glad that you finally made that connection. And they just wanted to point that out, because this is part of what you are shifting in your reality, so that you can create and manifest on this scale. No longer waiting for money to come in. You see what we are saying with the energy there of the waiting is implying that it is not there and you are not supplied for. They want you to reach out your left arm and just extend it out, straight out to the side. If you want to look and see what we are doing, and just put it straight out to the side, bring the palm up to the sky, and they're going to bring in an activation through the palm of your hand.
Okay.
Sema shwe tutu sono niti hiama ayata yata shakionda taba. in the ashki on to the under a she on ia ashki on the tibeki on the under a shkia. We do want you to know that this is the one from the back of the room speaking.
Okay.
Tracy wanted us to make that clear for you because she realized who was coming through. Seme shuku on to ma ashki on the seme na e. Also, so now make a fist with your hand and then bring it in and bring it to your heart. And then you can extend the hand out again and put the palm on the heart. Sema o ontaki anta shikio to ba boy shwa e te ko onti bebe ontakia anda shikio moshwa wait ntiki ka antaki ma ane e shikia. You come to visit them often at night and your journeys with this group, with this particular being. She is one of your guardians, and she is one of the ones that you speak to, that you refer to as a guide. And we see what she is doing. We asked her, why are you standing at the back of the room? And she says, I am making sure to what we were saying to you earlier. It is like this is a conference room that is filling up. There are many coming in to hear you speak today. And she is making sure that all those who enter the room are worthy of your presence. How she wants to say that. She is keeping the frequency high in the room is what we are doing.
Okay.
Yes. Are you getting ready to speak? Are you? Warm up the voice.
Yeah, quite a lot.
We are excited for you, as this is going to be quite an experience. We have not done this one before, but we are very familiar with this process. And so we are excited to bring this in and bring this journey to you. And so what we want to do is we want to go back to the fuchsia color. Now that she has done activating you in this manner, we want to go back to the fuchsia color, bring it through, and already your frequencies are very high, and we are just going to ask fuchsia to go through and just clean up any energy that needs to be cleaned up this time, and bring in any high frequencies that need to be brought in, checking into the auric field to make sure that there are no weak spots within the aura, sending in love and repair. Did we scare you when we said you were going to speak? Because now our throat is starting to close off.
No, I'm not scared. I'm just wondering.
Yes, we are very wondering as well. And we are not sure what you were going to say, but we're very excited about it. And so what we want to do is we want to, is she already ready? We wanted to scan her. Do we want to scan her now? We are entertained by them. They said, F you must. And so we do. We want to scan you because we want to make sure you are getting out of this session what you came here for as well.
Yeah.
So we are going to just bring in a body scan. And what we are going to do is we're going to take the fuchsia color and just start at the crown of your head and move it down all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And we want you to move it with us.
Yeah.
Feel it coming down over your body. We kind of slow down over by the solar plexus or the power chakra there.
Yeah.
Right at the center. It is not stopping, but it is slowing down. So we just want to look at the energy there to find out, why are we slowing down here? And you have many beings around you, just so you know, but you are probably already aware. And they have been working on this power chakra. They have been getting you prepared for this day and for the energy you'll be taking on. And so the only reason it is slowing down here is because they are working on amplifying the energy in the solar plexus.
Oh.
So it is not because there's anything there blocking you. We want to ask them, where would they like you now? And they're saying, well, on stage, of course. Can you see the stage in your mind?
I imagine it as you speak about it.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine yourself standing on it behind a podium with a microphone?
Yes, I do, but I don't know what am I doing here? What am I gonna say?
We want to know too. Go ahead, anytime. We're just kidding with you. We want to ask them, what is it that they want you to speak on? And do you know what you were saying there?
No, not a clue.
What we were getting is that they wanted you to speak on what is it you want them to know about humankind? What is your experience here? And we feel like what you just did is introduced yourself.
Okay.
We want to know in your mind right now as you are standing up on that stage, are you still in the human form that you know yourself as, or did you take on a different form?
I don't see clearly.
Look at your hand in your mind's eye.
Oh, they're not human.
No, they are not, are they?
No, I have long fingers, very thin.
What else can you tell us?
The skin is I don't know. I wanted to say kind of a dark yellowish, but I'm not sure now.
They're waiting for you to expand on your lecture, please. So if you wouldn't mind telling them more about humankind and what your discoveries are, we will wait.
Poyegedo do signosiana, shoyo de soto yone doko to joye puno se no penestiana. Yana sioni. La oteca da yoni sino sitio nishia ni ke adano seo de ada. Poto yedo so te uno sekiana. Ya odelia. Shonia. Koye destea. Copiatoini. Mia ose. Joanasteonea seada kitiana usenese shopoyono to sene seada uni. Ayana kine setiana to sono toko soko yoshi choya hikunya. Puyonesteado sokoto to yedeo sene se sheya pataya ni to suyono deo tikone. Bone sione se shono solo yodo tiko yodo so tiko polus. Nyatanasta senoso. Aname shukuna.
Sanaki okuna shema. Uno to tomo ushkiutu me eta na ashki eta na ashki a. Ena ashuwebe antugu sama oyana de hi anata.
Yani to stinyo shinoni. Bate todo. Puyikena.
Usma e tota shakion te pa te ende pa ando koishwe ma ana ai share tota makiata tamate te te shani to kono na chikiata ta.
Vaya de nuestro coro de yokuini shono soso yendo sote poto yonote con el desta. No yodaste, mi shepo no se kono do yokoto yoto soto yono sote solo poto so. Sheya data kata. No na shepo yone sukoro do yoko yoto so yono. Ineana sono so shiye. Poyoneste ana ose. Poyonasa kiti yadabada sakatana yana shanasta osene. Ola payana sana sata ose. Payamase Messiah Namata Yanasa. Parene, Koto yo de Shodos, Toto Koyo no do yo no Siriana Stationia. Kini Mone, Shodo Udus de Boya, Tokote Pete Kutu.
Ti sema oshiki ono da chicken toto shima and to the nane ekiana tatia sekota by and ashkuna nama unrigi ishiki otepa and atetico oto in the mai. E asana na ukia natiki otopa anchiko on the tepa.
La teme ne de chuko no se to yo li ke dan do ni mo ne ko ne te o de do yo na so to ko puto yo de chuko no yo shi ni anyo shi yo ni so do yo do shi ko ya do no yo ko tu ko tu ni anyo chuko yo ne si puto yo ni ko tu ko tu ko tu ko tu ko ne apa ti nya nya si ko yo ne se ko to ko yi de so ki ya ta nya na ta shi ki ya to yi ne si ya mo ni ya na shi ki ya ta ya do so ko ni ya na si no sho si ya na ba ta.
Secondo shiki unto tut man shiki you go and it is a mai then ashko otonaba. Ekeka and etoshko unaba iris and the geo contate eshki and the tata. We want you to know that what they are asking is how can they help more from the outside? What is it that you need from them?
At what level?
What you have been talking about is your experience with the humankind and their evolution and their awakening and your process and that. You at some point talked about anatomy of the human and talked about the evolution of the DNA. You spoke about one of the concerns and what you were hearing coming back to you from the one we speak through is that was audience, that was people or beings from the audience using her as the voice to ask the questions. One of them had concerns about the humans not being ready to travel space, and that they know that a lot of them are wanting to be more interactive with the space realm, with the moving through space and traveling. And they were a little bit concerned about them, humankind, not understanding the full concept of traveling through space and being part of that collective and the rules and regulations of that. And you kind of agreed with them, we might say, that they are not full on ready for the experience of going into space, as their minds have not been fully prepared for the frequencies of space, let alone the rules, the regulations, the different realities and worlds that can be entered through these realms and portals that are offered in the other dimensions. And so now what they would like to do is they are asking the one that is speaking through you, they are asking that one, what is it that they can do to help better prepare? Because they are not saying it in judgment. They're not saying, we don't want those little parasites out here in the space realm. They're saying, how do we prepare them for this? Because it is something they desire, and they would like to help bring this reality to the earth for those who are desiring to have those experiences. And so the question that is at hand is, how do they help you and the other light workers on the planet? How can they help? And so this may also be the light language that comes through for you. Takashiki koma ama aishiki get unchiki kukotachiki katama tetama ayato tachki asama atikikan antikika tashka untu toba antide bara ye kiamba aka ke saba antu tukashikuta attepe
Yani yashini siya kada de dos situ yoto. Poye kota na imono yeno shuko yode altis to yote yana ti ya chuko yeno yakene yobedi kana yope yana seto ne anon de go de este kata shoyena statata yatakato teote a de ana fuwashike de medikiana umano di kodoyo do shetana le deste ikine shona
Asama aikian tutosima on tatien the shikiutapa asapa anda takia tachoko ondo shawai bebo kanta tekian tatashiki on tutapa.
ni aneste beka neste anashetesta le de yoko no te onea pono situlo do yoko da nasta o seni se shotyo yoti ono shoyona sto kodoyo poloti ko liko yidistoni si aneste
As me bebo konto shikiun tutapa the cheki kianta the aish onima aikia anda takia tatapa. Sime in shaway kiki anda chiki anda chiki onto popo and Ishkia.
Velecamas de telido yido shumesto con ello tosto y necante doso yo no soto cotio poto yo te shuto sono te con yo nesti que atapa yanata shinesti lo nesti que me apata yanamasta nasta yanasha yanaste que ano sonesti yo nesti apa yanasta o nesti que apata yanasta yanasti nishe sono yo ko nesti yanamata yanasta o se nesti yashe nesti ata auto poco yo no to sonesti ani se yana.
Okay, so we will catch you up. What you were talking about is you first were saying or expressing to the collective here that possibly what needs to happen is it is like on the earth realm, you go through grades kindergarten through high school, yes, or you go through all these levels of school. And what you were suggesting to them is that maybe as a space travel adventure for people, they get the kindergarten level first. Maybe they go to the moon or to Mars or to something nearby. And then as the collective adjusts to the idea that they can do that, then they get to go a little bit further. And then as they adjust to that, they get to go to a little bit further. It would take quite some time in this process to move the humankind into the idea that they can travel through wormholes, they can travel through dimensions, and they can travel and do hyperspeed and all these different things. That would come over time as they acclimate into it. It is not something that they would go from, hey, we can travel in space, to, hey, we are bouncing all over these realities. There is quite a regiment, it sounds like, that the humankind will need to go through. If they do not match the frequencies of the journey that they like to take, they do not go. They just do not go. And there will be a lot of rules, and there will be a lot of work for humankind to bring themselves to this place where they will even qualify. Much like how Tracie is in her head saying, it is kind of like when you go to get a passport and you have to have the background check. They're going to be doing your background check, only yours is going to be an energy. They're going to do a frequency check on you, and if you are not at the right frequency, you do not go. And so there was some banter back and forth with that. And then you said, and this is where the chuckling came in at the end, and it still makes us laugh a little bit. You said, I do suggest that we send babysitters for them. So when they were asking how can we help, your suggestion to them was sign up to be a babysitter, so that when people are ready to take these journeys, and keep in mind, time is way different for those in this collective that are in this conference room with you. What may seem like years from now for the humankind could feel like tomorrow to this group of beings, and they are ready, and they are preparing themselves for being able to help and assist. And so they are, you are asking them if they could each be available to help accompany the humans, to pair up with them and help them so that they understand the rules, so that they can teach them along the way. Beautiful beings, very much excited about this. They're very much excited about expanding the consciousness of the humankind, and it is like watching your baby walk for the first time, or it is hearing the first word, and that is the excitement that we could compare it to. And so they are all getting ready for this time frame when the planet catches up to this time frame. And they will be accompanied by these beautiful beings and learning how to navigate in space and time and be able to re-enter their reality without the bad side effects of aging, or you know what we mean, if time is different there than it is here.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot to learn about it, and this is the group of beings that would love to assist in that. And we find this to be quite the interaction today. It is fascinating, and we appreciate your coming in and speaking to the councils on this. We are looking to see if there are any more questions from the councils. And they want to know, how are you doing with your experience as a human?
I don't know why I laugh, but it makes me laugh.
Yes, and we find that it's to be a very, we think it is a question that they really do want the answer to, but also they are finding humor in it because they know that you had to adjust your frequencies to come into this lifetime, and that you gave up a lot of your special abilities to be here. And so they are kind of curious how that experience is going for you, but at the same time they're giggling as if you were the one who drew the short straw in the competition.
Yeah, I'm the lucky one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yana desto do yedo shineseko de yane to you need to yeteko to you simiana satayana mi to you kiana tayana shayana stanu so you de toko yotoku ya. Yana ste yo no shete ya desto you need do lokia tapayana mi so to you ni shu yuko yini onya. Donya o sinyana o shinyama to yeto kia tayana sta unise yana ste o shinesya. Liatayana saunisia petaya patayana saunisia nesikia tayana usikia patayana usinisia. Soniana dako yivia patayana simisia kayata toyo shikiana. Suyana.
And what we want to translate for you is that you were speaking of how you were not prepared for all of the things the physical body does, and how it feels. And there's where you came from, there is no more illness there. That is not a thing. And so to even experience the common cold was quite traumatic. And so you were talking about more of the physical aspects of the human form, and all of the different functionalities that it has. And you do miss your wings. So apparently where you came from, you had wings. And that was at the end. You miss your wings, your ability to fly. You miss your ability to have information at your access. And it is a lot harder to retain information in the human mind than it is from where you came from. So you spoke a lot of those types of things. There are more challenges here. And some of it you find gratifying, and some of it you find very taxing and unnecessary. And you can get frustrated quite easily with the unnecessary bits. And yeah, and we are looking to see, did we miss anything about that? And we think that sums it up quite well.
Yeah.
You were speaking of more of the physicalities of it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And we're looking again to see if there's anything else that they would like to know. And we don't really feel any questions coming in. They are very excited about their assignments coming up, as we are calling them now, the babysitters. There is quite a large collective in this room. Can you see the room in your mind's eye?
I see the room, but I don't see the details.
Mm-hmm. Can you feel how full the room is?
Yeah, but those councils, who are they exactly?
They're councils from all over. There are so many councils, we could never name them all, and we also are very limited, as the one we speak through doesn't know all of the names. She is learning some new ones, but she does not know all the names. And we want to tell you, much like you could watch something on TV, your speech, this conference was what you would call televised. It was something that could be viewed by beings all over the galaxy, all over the multiverse. And there were many, many tuning in. So those who were in person that were sitting in the conference room, some of them were holograms, by the way. They're not all physically there. And some of them were physically there on the ship that you were speaking on. You were a hologram.
Wow.
And so is the one we speak through. The Octurians that were accompanying the one we speak through, they were physically there, but Daniel and Tracie were hologram. They're the one that stood at the back of the room that you are very connected to. That one is physically there, and this is the ship. You are on the ship where your children reside, and that one is one of the keepers of your children. That is why the motherly energy is there for you. And what we say is there was a lot of different beings all over the multiverse, really, that were tuning in to find out how they could help. And they were very pleased to find out the information that you shared with them today, and to be able to know how to help when the shifting becomes more apparent to the larger collective of the humankind, and how they can help when humankind is ready to start venturing off of the planet and learning more about what is going on around them and the space-time continuum of that reality outside of themselves. This is a very exciting time, and we appreciate you coming in and speaking. And we know that you have more to do with your journey today. So we want to go ahead and allow you to exit the conference today. And we want to, you can do an address to the councils if you like before you leave. And once you are done with that, we can go ahead and move out of this space. Ashkian shu on the ba aya ko sema aya kanda jushu shime ena sama aya ke kamati ya sama ushkia to no ma sana te shiki on the tebe and de shweke kama aje and the ba anachku. And they were thanking you with great gratitude and for all the work and service that you do as the physical being. And they are all bowing and tipping their heads at you as a way of showing gratitude and also to release you back into what we were going to go into with your session. And so let's go ahead and move ourselves out of the energy of that council room and feel yourself back into your own home in your body. Does that feel different to you now?
Yeah.
Yes. That is something we want to point out, is you are going to start realizing when you are no longer in your realm and you have entered other realms. And that is the feeling, just like when you came off the ship and moved yourself back into your body.
Yeah.
And it feels much different now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this video, and if you would like to know more about the client in this video, she is a healer and a channel, and her information will be in the description box below, as well as her email being on the banner that you are looking at this time. Thank you for being such a wonderful supporter of my channel. Again, I am Tracie Mahan. Thank you.